Hey guys, I'm Janet Occasion, and I've had the most frustrating time trying to start this episode. I loaded in, and there was no audio. No audio at all. They've changed the settings a bunch. So everything I'd recorded before was on the pre-release build, and the game has since been released, and the build updated. And the sound settings, now it's still collapsed into 4 settings instead of having it all separate. And, I mean, I've clicked around the place, I don't know how to expand them, but for some reason everything was on 0%, so there was no audio. I even, restarted my computer and, looked at all my settings and stuff. Turns out, it was literally only Rogue Trader wasn't making any noise, and all this was set to 0 for some reason. And then, I realised I couldn't even move the camera. I was just completely stuck. And here's just a wild setting, right? In controls, screen edge scrolling speed, rotation speed of camera with mouse, rotation speed of camera with keyboard, and keyboard scrolling speed. All of these can be set to 0%, so the camera cannot move. There's no way to move it whatsoever, which I think is very funny. Although, it might actually be quite good if you did it on, following characters. And then it would be maybe a bit more immersive, because you'd only see what your characters could see, Or at least you could only see stuff that was near your character. But anyway, so I've fixed all that. I've stopped having a flipping heart attack because I really thought everything was broken. Oh, and I disarmed that thing while the camera was stuck to see if, just moving my characters around doing things would free it up. But yeah, it's so weird that all my settings got reset like that.
Or get left in the dust.
Oh, hang on. There's another setting, isn't there? There's a setting about how big do you want conversation windows to be, right? And that's set to 0, isn't it? Right? Is it display? I don't know. Why is it doing this to me? I don't know. Where would that be? Accessibility? Text size. Font size set to 0. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be set to 0? Unbelievable. This is so annoying. Alright, let's see if that works now. That still isn't displaying. I think it's because that's not resetting yet. Okay, hang on. Is that quick save? Okay, there is a quick save. And presumably a quick load. There is a quick load. Okay. There we go. There we go. Actually, and you know what? I'm going to make it real big. Okay, I'm going to make it real big. Because I know a lot of you guys. Alright. I know a lot of you guys are going to be watching this on a phone or something. So there we go. We've discovered something that's actually useful, thanks to the game just deciding that everything would be set to 0, inexplicably. Yeah, that was very funny. Just the panic. I thought, oh my god, I was enjoying this series. The game's broken. How am I going to fix it?
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Exactly. I mean, my eye was on the prize, and I could see the prize slipping away. Anyway,
ABELARD,
let's
I've been meaning to ask. How are you keeping it together so well? Don't you ever feel awful without her?
Enough, Tlas. We have a duty to the new Rogue Trader. You would do well to focus on that. If you keep your mind busy, you will have less opportunity to fill it with awful things.
Do you know what struck me that is very, very silly? Is when he started talking, I was like, oh my god, he sounds exactly like me. Forgetting that I was doing an impression of him. And that I think it's a good one, apparently. A long string of names extends beneath the heading top quarry workers of the cycle. And yeah, this set is a lavish meal. Remains of a meal, one far too lavish for a hive world, let alone a prison colony.
Pay attention.
Which is very bizarre, isn't it? Oh. It's fine. Scraps of typical prison food. Repulsive to the senses, so it's not all lavish.
Duty prevails.
Good job.
Keep your wits about you.
Good job. So can we get into this office? Do you think? Don't see anything interactable, so I guess not.
Is there money to be made?
Oh, maybe. No, it's a journal. Why do you think there's money in there? You stupid sod. Grok shit. Why me? Why? I missed my tithe payment 12 years ago. 12 years! The inspector's writ got lost somewhere in the bowels of the planetary administratum and was lying there this whole time. But they made sure to remember to tack on the fines every month. By the time they found the blasted paper and finally informed me the total sum was so obscene it would take 3 generations of my descendants, if I had any, to pay it off. My fate was sealed. Trial, sentence, prison. All because some daft rotter who shoved my paper in the wrong box. To be fair, I think I got off pretty easy. My bed at the barracks is about as hard as that slab of rockcrete I've got at home. Working at the quarry isn't much tougher than my old job, and the rules, void take me. That old sod that governs Reichhead minorities is a bloody sadist by comparison. I find it just hilarious how, just all of this, frankly, it's just all bureaucracy and nonsense. Mitigating circumstances be damned, letter of the law, you know. Letter of the law is all that matters, go to prison. And then, well, actually, prison is just another place where I have no rights and have to work myself to death, so it's basically the same. So, you know, great galaxy we got here. Shame if something were to happen to it. It's a strange old place. I haven't been beaten once yet. The guards bark orders all the time, but they never hit us. They also got this kind of inner circle of special chosen prisoners. The optimatum, they call it. If you can get in, Emperor's my witness, you get an actual day off. They let you out of your cell and into the yard by the big barracks, and I tell you what, they let you rest there and feed you better than whatever swill they're giving us in the canteen. They told me it's to improve our motivation and all that, to foster a stronger desire to reform and become a worthy servant of the Imperium once more. But I know it for what it is, just a club for the Warden's favourites. The same story as everywhere else. Suck up to the people in power and get some swanky perks. I also enjoy all this stuff because it's interesting that, like, this is almost like a fairly progressive look on sort of prisoner treatment, and, you know, using sort of positive you know, like reinforcement to get people to, you know, act better and to, you know, to be better, frankly. But this guy knows that it's absolute crap, and to an extent it seems to be, because it's actually a chaos cult. So, you know, the idea that someone dangling a carrot in front of you is obviously, like, it's not a carrot, it's a, I don't know, something chaosy. A chaos carrot, I think, is pretty fun. Just, yeah, so pessimistic and yet accurate in this case. So they say the whole thing was the Warden's idea. Funny man, our Warden. He looks more noble than ability itself. Tall groomed, teeth even, eyes burning, boots so polished you can see yourself when you move to lick 'em. Which is, you know, fantastic turn of phrase. There's some great writing here. But that nutter doesn't much want people licking his boots. He walks around looking like he's deep in thought, all right, with only a couple of guards at his side, and he sometimes, if you can believe it, talks to prisoners. What's your name? He asked him all quiet-like. Why were you condemned? Do you feel remorse? He never even yells at no one. Never orders to have them flogged. Instead, he doles rewards out to the special ones. Keeps telling us things like how we should strive to make society believe in us again. Uh-huh, whatever you say, Master Warden. Starting tomorrow, I'll be trying to join these optimates of yours. I'm stuck here till the day I die, and if that means no return to society for me, but with the Emperor's help, I might just join the ranks of the local elite. Fun. No, I want to keep that. Thank you. Alright, thanks. Also, we need to equip some more things, I just realised. We haven't equipped all of our crazy nonsense. The wearer's range attacks decrease their target's dodge by 5%. Do we want a camouflaged Battle Sister? I mean, look at that. It's almost not even a cloak, but, you know, sure. I'll do it. And, yeah, you can equip this, can't you? The Mantle of Heroism. Need Iconoclast for that. I mean, extra fellowship is kind of nice, but extra dodge sounds pretty great. I think this guy getting more dodge might be good. So maybe I'll swap him. No, sorry, he's already got the dodge one, doesn't he? Yeah. Don't want both of them to have good dodge, then. Are you an Iconoclast? No, you're not. Yeah, I don't know if I want the fellowship or not. I'll swap it out. I think that's fancier, so that's probably worthwhile. I also have these gloves of endurance. Get an injury or fall unconscious. Allies get a bonus to damage. That I quite like. I think I'll give that to my tank. Because if he ever goes down, then we need to finish the fight in a hurry. So, you know, I think that works.
I always have a backup plan.
You
Oh,
will
okay, hi.
beg for mercy, but I will grant none. I will level you.
There's a great looking... How is it? It's got like a real variety of clothing, which I like to see. Yeah, you don't often see like flipping... I'm not sure that's quite... Is that a trilby? Not quite a trilby. It's wider brim than what a trilby is, technically. Anyway, yeah, weird to see these sort of different... Very different looking clothing. Really sort of showing the variety of the folks in Warhammer 40k. Because it's a very diverse place, you know? A lot of variety in sort of style and everything. But you usually just see the same old, like... I don't know, whatever they sell models for is basically all you see in most games. ABELARD fell down. ABELARD. Get up, you loony. You silly sod. So these guys are going to be a bit of a pain, but they'll be less of a pain if I blast them all with lightning and they die. So maybe I'll... It's actually a guard, as well as a couple of prisoners. So I think Adira... move here, so you have cover from them at least. And if I use Analyze Enemies... Okay, it'll help me get some more damage on him later, but this will kill a couple of other guards as well, so... Or a couple of other, you know, baddies. So I think that'll help me in the long run. I do get to expose weakness for free, though, which is nice. But instead, I want to make sure that ABELARD is happy. Alright, forewarning. This is her going, watch out, there's a grenade, after he's fallen down. Nimble prisoner. Interesting distinction. Oh. Jesus Christ. Just shoving him around. Poor ABELARD. Jesus Christ. I mean, they're basically just kicking him to death. Like, he's half dead. He's prone right now. Forewarning didn't help. Jesus. Alright, let's move to here. Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, it doesn't say what kind of weapon it is, but I think... It lets you drag, but you can't... Every time you try and drag, it assumes you're at the top. That's really annoying. But anyway, I don't know if you can use bolt weapons in melee or not. Because I want to stand here so I can shoot across him. I guess I'll leave him alive and I'll move over here instead.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Alright. Start blasting. Nice. Very nice. Okay, let's use run and gun. Okay, and I'm gonna shoot this guy. Wow, okay, nimble prisoner. Looks to be a bit of a champ. Alright, we're probably not gonna hit. It's fine. Okay.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
That I should have done at the start of the turn, right? Only lasts for that turn. So that was pointless. I just thought it was free. I was like, I'll click on it. Please stop kicking ABELARD to death. I mean, Jesus Christ. This is insane. Okay, at all costs.
I'll see to it personally.
And then I'm going to try and shoot the nimble prisoner.
It's as good as done.
Okay, good. Now, let's give Argenta another go.
That is not the Emperor.
Yeah, she can't. She can't when she's in melee. Can she do anything? No. That seems a bit weird. Okay, so she can't move. Well, she got no movement. It's a problem. But yeah, okay. That sucks. Shouldn't have done that. I did want to check, though. See if she could shoot it. 'Cause I know some guns you can, but I don't know if a bolt gun is one of those guns. But presumably, it isn't. I'm tempted to just kill both of them again, but... there's a chance they're going to survive. I know this is going to hit these two. Yeah, I'm doing it.
My ears are ringing.
Yeah, you're fine though, aren't you? You're not getting kicked to death anymore. So, so actually, it's all perfect. It worked out perfectly. Alright, let's use forewarning again. Alright, that'll do. Nimble prison. You're going to kick ABELARD to death, aren't you? Oh, no. Don't know why you did that. That's strange. What is he doing? He's trying to hide, or what? Huh. Strange. Well, okay. Well, let's move you over here.
I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Oh, sure. They're very good at dodging. Very good at dodging. Okay, let's get over here.
Taking calculated risk is my second nature.
Okay.
Who, if not me?
Nice. Okay, that'll do. Voice of command. Let's, I mean, ABELARD's not going to get over there, is he? Well, maybe, actually. Because he does have charge. So we'll see. But yeah, I think every time he gets kicked on the floor, he moves in the initiative. Okay, nice. Okay, I can't reach there. Okay, let's move over here. We're going to shriek at this sod. Dodge this. Nice. Oh god, he's going to kick us to death. Oh no, we're good. We're good.
Follow my lead.
Okay, charge.
I will do my duty.
Okay, the sod's alive, but
Indeed.
barely. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, you did it, mate. You survived. You're a champ. Let's... Oh, I don't know. Brace for impact. Why not? Now, Argenta.
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone.
So, we can reload for free. For the first time. First time we reload, it's free. I don't know, probably isn't going to... It's probably going to hit at all. It's got a lot of cover here. Yeah, that's what I thought. But that's okay, because...
Don't let your guard down.
we're going to stab him up fun time.
It's as good as done. Consider this a taste of
Nice.
what's to come.
He's probably hopefully going to run away, and I'll stab him again.
Your end was
There we go.
inevitable.
Ah, we are out of combat. I was like, okay, it's another turn. Something would still be alive. But no. Just took a second. Ooh, what's this? Flak chestplate. Well, it's got a dodge penalty, but... does have 20% armor. Which isn't terrible. Reduces incoming damage on average. Enemy attacks this chapter by minus 10%. Okay. That's interesting. That's so bizarre. It tells you, like, what things are like in this chapter. That's so bizarre. Huh. That's really weird. But okay. And we got a load of knives. We got a load of knives. We got a force grenade. That's interesting. And a stub revolver. Well, we don't need all these knives. But I'll take that stuff. Okay. And one thing I want to do. Oh, hang on. Oh, I got fresh injury. Oh, that's stupid. Alright, let's go to ABELARD. Heal yourself up, okay, mate?
Oh, careful now.
Oh, it wasn't healed in time. That's permanent. Oh. Silly me. Okay, well, never mind then. It requires a passing Medicaid skill test to succeed. Too many injuries. Okay, well, how do I... I need to return to the void ship. Or try to use a med kit. I did use a med kit. Alright, well, apparently I failed the test then. Here you go. Have fun. Right, so... let's have a look. Do I want to give him this instead? Oh, no, he's got way better armor already. Never mind then. Yeah, that's a bit pointless then. We got that blade shard. Alright. Oh, you know what I want to do? I want to give a melee weapon. Oh, what's this? Chainmail. That's interesting. And a serrated knife. Okay, that's way better. Yeah, I want to give Argenta a melee weapon. So that's perfect. We'll give her a serrated knife. Alright, if she ever gets in combat, she can swap to the knife and just stab people. Or I could give her an axe. Nope, knife seems way better. Less armor penetration, but it's fine, I'm sure. And yeah, it gives her some parry as well. And they lose weapon skill if they get hit. That's cool. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. I love that he's just got a chainsaw. We really should give him a pistol, shouldn't we? Here you go. There. Much better. Cool. Or do you want a las pistol? Nah, stub revolver's got better armor penetration. That and the auto pistol's just a bit rubbish, actually. Yeah, no, the stub revolver seems very good. Alright. I can't seem to move the camera further over here, which is weird because there are items there to grab. Quite a lot, actually. Huh. Well, okay. Gas cloud grenades. That's fun. We should probably equip some of these grenades, huh? Let's see. Let's give you a gas cloud grenade. Let's give one to you as well. Let's give you a force grenade as well. It's just in case we max out our, like, void thingamajig. Bare beds made from metal sheets swing back and forth on rusted chains. Whoever is forced to sleep on them would not take much for them to fall. Okay, another journal. Ha ha ha, I swear the Emperor hasn't forsaken me. Guess who just came down the shuttle gangway among the fresh batch of prisoners? Cleanse enthroned damned Willia, former administratum clerk. No, the clerk, the very same scum who lost the writ about the missing payment. He's the reason I'm in this hole. Don't know what they threw him in for, but I've never felt better in my life. He's not just behind the same bars as me, he's fresh meat, and I'm a venerable optimate, respected by everyone in the colony. Okay, so part 2. Yeah, R.T. Shan, who we read the journal of before. Yeah, he apparently did become an optimate. Interesting. The warden just came by with a new improvement. From now on, anyone who underperforms, misbehaves, or causes trouble any other way is to be punished by the community. Specifically, by the local best and brightest. Yours truly, the Optimates. The last 2 sods who failed to meet the quota were stripped naked, whipped, and thrown into cages in the big barracks. That's where they have to eat, sleep, and shit now, with everyone watching. I thought to myself then, that isn't right. They've taken these punishments too far, but now... Just you wait, you piece of grok shit. Get you for something. Those cages are calling your name. Oh dear. Yeah, look at that. That power is corrupting. That's how that works. Probably. Alright, let's collect that. Okay. What's this then? Beds here are bolted to the floor. Some have thin, torn bedsheets, even tattered pillows. Okay, they can go to cargo as well.
Hey, your virtuousness. How are you doing?
I was born to wage war against darkness. I am always doing wonderfully when danger is near.
Alright. Alright, let's have a look in here first. I mean, this doesn't seem great. Oh, an eye.
That's how it's done.
Symbol for you bears a familiar scent. That of the dark forces of chaos. The chopped up slabs of flesh, have been thoroughly washed of any blood. Prison guard key. Oh, I probably need that one. Severed human body parts. The thing is, this probably isn't something that's supposed to be going on. But, in 40k, it is people's jobs to carve up human flesh and reprocess, process their protein to be recycled. You get the in Necromunda the corpse grinder cults. The corpse grinder? It's corpse something. Judging by the number of horrid morsels, dozens of victims were slain here.
To the top,
But yeah, I assume this is supposed to be a particular brand of horror rather than business as usual. It's just, 40k. It's not exactly the friendliest place.
I always keep my options open.
Oh. Let's have a look. I mean, I can do pretty good tech use here.
Just as I planned.
Nice. Oh. My brethren, the dawn is nigh. The Optimates will guide us into a new existence. They will? Okay. I mean, if you say so. Come on, whenever you're ready. Yes, yes, dear brethren, have a taste of my steel. No. No, I'm not tasting your steel. Your steel's rubbish. Oh, how I've longed for this, my dear brethren. Oh, okay. What? Thank the throne, normal-looking faces. We thought we were going to die here with these nutters. Okay, that's very funny. That is very good. So some of the prisoners are just going along with it, because it's like, okay, if we don't be all weird and culty, you're gonna chop us up or put us in one of those, you know, one of those cells. So we have to poop naked in front of people. Which is, you know, totally normal thing to make people do. The old man with a gap-toothed smile drops his weapon and holds out his hand in a placating gesture. Please don't shoot us, your nobleness. Let us speak a word. Well, this is a welcome change. Sorry. Well, this is a welcome change. Talking before shooting. Still, Lord Captain, the look of this ragtag bunch hardly inspires trust. I came across a void ship in the system belonging to your associates. They told me some interesting things about you and your planned escape. Yeah, let's do that. The man grunts, huffs, and then makes up his mind. Well now, that's out of the bag. Our fellows were supposed to come get us a long time ago. You know what, this guy should be a pirate, really. But they got tied up somewhere. Void Kraken's gullet with them. And in all this time we had to wait, this happened. Pardon me for trying to pull the synth wool over you. What is this voice? I have no idea. Apparently I can't do pirate voice. I keep somehow warping into, like, just, I mean, West Country, which is kind of where the pirate voice comes from. I'm pretty sure it was a actor from the West Country. It was like putting on a bit of a West Country thing. But anyway, I'm turning too much into, you know, Captain Birdseye or something. It's just what we want to. We want nothing to do with this whole warden nonsense. So what now? Will you let us go? Idira cracks her neck. Sure, no problem. Today you tell us a little lie. Tomorrow you stick a torpedo in our side from that ship of yours. If it doesn't fall apart the moment our helmsman sneezes in its general direction. I don't know, give us a reason not to. Here's the deal. We're honest, quiet inmates. We didn't want to riot, but, well, sitting it out wasn't really an option either. The warden's lapdogs made short work of those who refused to join the festivities, so we had to, you know, play along. But that's all it was, play. We never meant no offence to Governor Medina, nor to the lawful authority of House Winterscale. Give us a chance, eh? We just want to wait until everything blows over so we can go back to our cells and quietly do the rest of our time. A repentant, honest heretic. How novel. Judging by Abelard's tone, the Seneschal is utterly unimpressed by the old man's ingratiating monologue. That's the only reason. We're in a prison. Like, who cares, right? They'll probably just rot here anyway. They don't want to do their time, and this will eventually be stuffed with people again. You know, maybe they'll live that long. I don't know, honestly. But just, like, killing them just seems a bit pointless. Like, what are they going to do? It's more like, I don't think they're a threat to me, so I don't really care. Tell me more about the White Warden of the Riot. Pah! Why soil your tongue talking about that heretic? But if you insist, here's how it is. The warden of this here prison, the Honourable Master Casteglia, was a crackpot from the start. The previous warden ran things the proper way. Prayer, 1 meal a day, work, a punch in the chompers from the guards, work again. I love that he's just like, oh, it's so much better. I mean, alright, a lot of people are getting killed and thrown in a cupboard, but, like, fine. But the new one, do you know how what his first decree was? He introduced lunches and dinners. By the 9 devils, that's 3 meals a day. The man was obviously stark raving mad. Things only went downhill from there. The guards quit it with the teeth punching. The warden forbade them. Instead, the overseers started counting which prisoners were digging up more things in the quarry or swinging their pickaxes harder or whatnot. And then, would you believe it, they put together a list of the best workers. And if someone on the list also showed good behaviour, that's when they get promoted to an optimate. That's the upper crust among the jailbirds. Well, that's how it was at first. Then the warden decided it's the optimates, not the guards, who should be in charge of the punishments. And then it wasn't the overseer's job to watch the prisoners work, it was the optimates. Well, let me tell you, that's when these goody two-shoes really started to shine. The guards aren't even the same league as our dear fellows, the optimates. In the old days, we had maybe 5 or 10 stiffs kicking it a week, and now we're lucky it was only 50. And that wasn't even the end of it. Warden Casteglia moved out of his chambers to live right in the quarry, under the dome. And I think something in his new home really scrambled his brain. He began spouting the wildest things like the optimates are saints, who will behold the truth. And he started taking them to the quarry. Not all of them returned. The ones who did, he wouldn't recognise them. I bet there's some chaos artifact in the quarry that they dug up. I bet that's it. They dug too deep. Maybe. We'll see. But it's a quarry, right? You always dig up weird stuff in quarries. Well, quarries that are worth having a story written about them. The other quarries, you don't hear about them. People only mention quarries if there's a weird artifact in them. Okay, that's my experience. So they were butchering people left and right, even guards and overseers. The warden himself had armed them. And that's the whole sob story. But I knew it from the moment he let us have dinners. Oh, this won't end well. Idira nods knowingly. The old codger's right. Whenever nobles start giving handouts to commoners, something always goes wrong. She notices your look and catches herself. I mean, with all due respect, your ladyship. No offence intended. What do I gain? Whoops. If I spare you, what do I gain from it? Now, how can lowly jailbirds hope to thank your noble self? I have an inkling. You see, us... Excuse me. You see, us here... We're, how should I put this, different from the rest of the prisoners in the place. They're all pretty petty thieves from Rickard Minoris, debtors, gutter snipes. They're no one serious. Now we, your nobleness, are cut from a different cloth altogether. We're fortune seekers from the void. Why don't we tell you where on Footfall Station, you know Footfall, the only shipyard, and the best market in all the Cronus Expanse? Yeah, so, where on Footfall you can find some very serious business-minded people, and how you can get yourself a very special discount from them on some very special goods. What kind of serious people? The most serious kind, your nobleness. Have you heard about the Fellowship of the Void? It's the largest pirate alliance in the Expanse. There's no leader, of course, but there are some terribly serious captains who decided that cutting each other's throats over loot was, what do you call it, counterproductive. But cutting throats together, now that's anti-counterproductive. That is, art. That is pure art. And well, their joint efforts leave them with an excess of spoils, so they need to dispose of it somehow, and I, your nobleness, just happen to know someone who handles such kinds of dealings on behalf of those very serious people. Alright. Oh, that's great to hear, your nobleness, just great. Now, there's a true aristocrat. Not the warden creep. Now then, your nobleness, where was I? If you're ever on Footfall Station, there's this district there, the Shadow Quarters. It's called that because it's located behind the statue of our holiest emperor. I've known folks who called it something else, on account of it being behind the statue. Don't repeat their mistakes, I tell you. Reverend Hieronymus wasted no time finding and burning them all. And also, Hieronymus, we need to remember that name. I think we come across him in Footfall. Forgive an old man for getting distracted. So, Footfall, the Shadow Quarters, there's a bar there, built into the remains of an old ship. And in the bar, in the back room, a certain Riser, something, does her business. Tell her grandpa, Backval says hello. You'll be a favourite client in the blink of an eye. There we are. Well, your nobleness. We'll be going now, if you don't mind. Heretical to say you can go. Iconoclast, I shall not leave you here to die at the hands of the warden's henchmen. Go, tell my pilot that it is the Lord Captain's order that you be sent to my ship. You will join my ship's crew. You have my personal pardon as rogue trader. Or attack them. It's dogmatic. I've changed my mind. By his name, I will not let heretical riffraff such as yourselves leave the place alive. So the stupid thing here, right? The dumb thing here is we're rooting out the corruption, right? We're stopping all the warden's henchmen. That's what we're doing here. We don't actually have reason to be here, except that, like, an inquisitor might be here that we're supposed to be seeing. But, like, we're obviously here to investigate all the warden's nonsense. So we're not leaving them to the warden, right? However, giving them a pardon is mental, because they clearly just killed those 3 men. I mean, yeah, those men were insane, but still. They've done some killing. Who's to say they haven't already done it? They're pirates. They've been aboard a vessel that has clearly been, like, plundering and stuff. Like, they should be in prison. I don't think it's... like, I don't know, this baffles the hell out of me. Okay, because this isn't like, if it's a question of, like, liberty, allowing them to go free infringes on the liberty of others. I guess if they're on my crew, then, like, well, they're going to be put to good work. I guess that's the defining factor. But, you know, when your ship is basically a city, who knows what they're going to get up to on it. So, yeah, it seems very weird. seems very odd. But like, I don't really want to be heretical. Let them go. I don't understand why that would be, to let them just live and be in the prison that they were going to be in, presuming that it's going to be under new management soon when we kill the current management. So it all feels a bit at odds here. Screw it. You're on my ship now. Whatever. I don't think any of those answers are very good. Or at least, like, I don't think it should have said the reasoning behind it. It should have just given me the options and I should be able to pick, you know, from the options, rather than it giving a reasoning for it. Because the reasoning is what I had odds with. Just, like, letting them go, I think, is fine. But not if it's going to make me heretical for some reason. So, I don't know. Thanks, most grateful, your nobleness. The old man glances at you somewhat skeptically, then smiles and leaves. So, yeah, bizarre. Just, I don't know, weird answers to me.
Let us not dawdle.
But, whatever. Not that important at the end of the day. Okay, let's demolish this then.
Myself through my service.
And, oh, we can loot them too. Nice. They all have auto pistols, which I'm going to put all of those
Is there money
into cargo. Oh, there's goods there too. That goes to the main level. Oh, interesting. This actually gets us in. Through what I assume is a back door. Plastic crystal cores, rolls of synth leather, universal power cells, faux hammer. Interesting. It says shotguns knock enemies back when shot at effective range. That's a picture of a revolver. Is this a shotgun then? One-handed range weapon. Okay. Can't do pistol burst. Strange. I think I'm going to give this to ABELARD though. If it knocks enemies back, then that's kind of cool. Because I can shoot them to knock them back, and then I can charge them? Potentially? Depends how much they knock back, really. And a saturated cape gives them endure. Oh, it's when we use endure. They immediately remove one of the following effects on them. Okay, cool. Okay. ABELARD, I'm giving you some new toys. Alright, you're getting a new gun. You're getting faux hammer. And, oh. And also, you can get this navy armor. This is what that is, right? This chainmail. I'm pretty sure that's, same sort of armor that the navy breaches wear. Then the saturated cape. I don't know. I have no idea. I think I'll leave that off for now. Okay, let's go to the main level through here. So I guess this is where I would have come out of? Oh. Oh, it's the Winter Scales. So actually, I do want to talk to them. And if they shoot me and try and kill me, then, well, you know, good luck, frankly. Oh, hello there. Okay, now I'm definitely glad that I came back, that they suddenly rolled a better check on this. So that's for a Psyker, Diviner stuff. More gas cloud grenades and more medikits. So some extra interesting things. So if I give you, you this, is that going to be better? Oh, interesting. This has different abilities. This has consign. I don't know what consign is. The wield of the staff gains the consign ability. The ability is also available in its heroic act and desperate measures version. Gives extra willpower and perception when I use it. Is it? Is that what that does? Interesting. I'm not sure if that's something I want. I think Lightning Arc is just being really good for me, so I think I might just want to keep that. But that's interesting that you can have different staffs with different bonuses. I like that. I like that a lot.
Keep your wits about you.
Okay, let's go. Boop. Hello there. So, Lady von Valancius, my greetings. May the light of eternal terror shine forevermore. The young man before you offers an impeccably courteous bow. He then straightens his back and looks you in the eye. Not as a show of defiance, but with cool confidence. It is a gaze with which one graces an equal. Yvain Winterscale, younger son of Caligos Winterscale, at your service. Not curtly at your service. I greet her with decorum. Because, yeah, I mean, you give anyone any rope in this universe and they hang you with it. So, you know, we'll start with this, and then we'll figure out where he stands. Lady Blanche von Valancius, I am pleased to make your acquaintance. As am I. Yvain's voice is soft and immaculately polite. Please accept my apologies for the slight breach of etiquette. Here and now is neither the best place nor time for protracted ceremony. Do you not wish to inquire why I now stand at the head of the house and not Theodora? Is there anything you can tell me about the Navis Nobilite station system? Let's discuss the matter at hand. I mean, that seems more important, right? You're here to end a riot, are you not? His expression is grave. Indeed, it is a personal matter, if you will, and not simply because this incident occurred in a system that belongs to my father, the prison warden, and he used to be a close friend of mine, once. I want to give him a chance to come to his senses, lay down his weapons, and stop this senseless uprising. The warden is clearly not of sound mind. At one point, he was trying to manage the inmates by offering incentives, and even days of rest. Lunatic. Warden is clean on sound mind and performed inhumane experiments on prisoners. Acts of sheer brutality. Rebelling against lawful authority is heresy. Extending clemency to a heretic. Are you in your right mind? Desire to have a friend is a noble one. If your diplomacy truly can stop the riot, it's worth a try. Fewer deaths, the better. I'll say desire to help a friend is a noble one. My father would disagree, Yvain smirks wryly. Thankfully, he is not here. You came here with naught but a single shuttle's worth of guards. Do you think it foolhardy? Where is the warden? Can I dissuade you from this escapade? Very well, I'll accompany you. Or very well, go see a friend. I'm not going to try and stop you. No, I'll accompany you. I must admit I do appreciate your company. The prison is giving me a strong sense of unease. But the lift cannot support both our parties. If you are going ahead, wait for us in the quarry. We will follow shortly. I mean, I hope that's true. But also, let's... Oh, this is where we... Yeah, this is the landing thing. Okay. Build a bridge. Yeah, just casually build a bridge. There we go. Nice little shortcut.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Okay. Oh dear, really? Is that really what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to the pit, and he'll presumably catch up with us. I mean, he seems a bit iffy. Tell you what, guys. Tell you what. This feels like a cliffhanger, like almost literally. It's quite cliffy. Going to this pit, and hang on a minute. Look at that. Look at this thing. That's definitely something. These are definitely sort of slightly heretical gibbly bibs. Technical word you wouldn't understand. Yeah, they look heretical to me. Yeah, they look heretical to me. I bet they did dig them up. Anyway, guys, we're going to go down next episode, is what I'm trying to get at. So, guys, if you're enjoying this, then please do comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care, guys.
I won't compromise my principles.